Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Allianceblock, probably one of the most heavy hit assets during this drop in price. And we're going to be discussing essentially what has been happening while we have been talking about other altcoins as well. So, as you guys know, or probably know, Allianceblock was probably one of my earlier entry points. It was one of my earlier calls this year as well. I made videos on it. I told you guys about it at around 19 cents. We did do over a 10x on Allianceblock. It's been, like I said, one of the heaviest hit assets within this drop. Probably one of the weaker ones as well. We are at about like 54.92. Hopefully we could hit about like 48 cents. That's my point of re-entry. Of course, for anybody who, like I said, was holding this asset, if you did get in at 19 cents or even at, pretty much 20 cents, you probably should have at least kind of taken some profit at around like 90 to like $1.20. I mean, it just doesn't make sense not to take any profit there. You could have taken your initial investment out and let this ride up. Of course, it's not my typical 10x roll. That would have been at like $1.90 to almost $2. Of course, do I think that we get there? Yeah. I just think that right now, currently, it is a little bit of a weaker asset, as you guys do see. There is still a lot of holders. There is still, that sort of accumulation happening, but we did see a little bit of a decline just earlier this year. Or not earlier this year, earlier this month, sorry. But overall, I suspect that this could go a little bit lower. And when we're talking about Allianceblock, like I said, this did bottom out at around almost like, or this is the Bitcoin chart, sorry. I was actually talking to you guys a little bit about the Bitcoin chart, I want to say on my last video. But either way, in terms of these Bitcoin pairs, Allianceblock has probably one of the weakest Bitcoin pairs, and in terms of the Allianceblock USD pair, we did bottom out at a critical level down here at about like almost like 45 cents. This goes all the way back to pretty much July, and currently right now I believe that we could retest 52.5 cents, and like I said, if this does get lost, I'm looking for 48 cents at least being retested. I know that this came down as far as about like 45 cents. If we get 45 cents again, there is literally a no-brainer move to get back into this asset. We're going to be talking about why as well. So with that in mind, sit back, relax, and before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. Also, if you guys do want to get my trading indicators, my exit plans, and stuff like that, go over to NCashOfficial.com. I do have a sale for 35% off right now currently on the trading bundle pack, which does include everything on the website as well as all feature content for free. Now, with all of that in mind, check out this Allianceblock partnership that we just seen happen yesterday. So this is with OpenWealth API. It is one of the most connected circles of top-tier banking and financial institutions in Switzerland. This is going to pretty much be that bridge of DeFi to traditional finance. And if you guys do see, it says aligned with OpenWealth's mission to strengthen the financial hub of Switzerland. We do see here we will be collaborating with financial institutions such as, and there's a large amount of names here, 6 overall financial institutions, and this is going to be establishing credibility with the biggest names in Swiss France. Positions or Swiss finance, sorry. I don't know why I said France. It was weird. Positions Allianceblock at the apex of driving DeFi innovation and services for these institutions. So this is actually a pretty big partnership. And of course, we do see here XRP Owl pretty much commenting on it and actually showing us that this is going to be a known semantic based on established industry standards, ISO 20022, from, of course, OpenWealth. So this is actually pretty big, and this is a massive API gateway as well to all these financial institutions, wealth techs, B2B users, and even customers as well. So this is pretty big. Shout out to XRP Owl for that as well. And in terms of this medium, they are even saying that this is going to be, compliantly bridging the gap between DeFi and traditional finance. So this is actually a huge asset. I've always said that. This is going to take DeFi to the next level, in my opinion. Now, we do see here these compliance solutions include NFT lending platform for illiquid assets such as art, collectibles, illiquid funds, or wealth managers, and a decentralized investing platform for investors and startups. The suite also provides investment products based on tradable DeFi yield strategies, wrapped certificates with international securities identification numbers, ISIN, that can be traded on any stock exchange, and a number of DeFi data solutions that channel all DeFi data into one enterprise-grade API. So this is actually a fairly large partnership, because this is all going to be allowing those banks to connect with and retain clients and assets in a seamless, compliant way. So this is, no joke. This is actually a fairly big deal. And of course, there is more names here as well than we did see in that video. And I can't see Allianceblock not being a successful asset long term. I always kind of put this on the same pedestal as like XRP, HBAR, and my other major picks as well. And yeah, I'm very excited for the future of Allianceblock. We also see that this roadmap, it's ready to really kind of shock individuals, especially as we do move forward on into 2022. We do see here that we're coming down the wire for about Q1 of 2021 or 2022, but we do see there is some other stuff to still get released in Q4 of 2021. In 2022, though, we do see a lot of stuff talking more so about the decentralized exchange, full protocol on Polkadot, cross-border regulatory compliance rules, engine launch, cross-chain liquidity optimizer, terminal launch. And this is all going to move us forward on in time. In my mind, when we're talking about this, first off, I think that this is all leading us to pretty much the gateway. Institutional DeFi offering, that's pretty much telling us, like, listen, in the future, we know that ISO 222 is pretty much leading us to the idea of banks and financial institutions accepting and adopting crypto at scale. I'm very excited for Allianceblock because in my mind, Allianceblock is going to probably be one of the main ones that gets accepted and adopted in. We even see that they are partnered with the London Stock Exchange, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if Allianceblock was their top pick, especially in regards to what they are really kind of focused on. They are pretty much focusing on the whole pie. Now we also see here Allianceblock announces the release of Allianceblock Decentralized Exchange designed to lower impermanent loss and create a safer, lower risk environment. And this goes back to November 22nd. And like I said, this is coming very soon. If we actually come down here, sorry, I meant to kind of stay there, but it is what it is. We were expecting a decentralized exchange launch in Q3, but it looks like we'll probably be getting that possibly in Q4 and or maybe even Q1 of 2022. It all depends. A lot of this stuff can get pushed back a little bit, but I am excited for the decentralized exchange anyways, because decentralized exchanges are fairly large things to update or even kind of announce. They always allow for a little bit of some, FOMO, nothing too crazy, but this is also going to be fairly interesting because we also see here that the Allianceblock Decentralized Exchange is underpinned by a combination of 2 automated market makers as well. So this is going to be pretty big, and right now there are more than 100 decentralized exchange solutions out there. However, most of these solutions are forks of established platforms, meaning they are simply variations of existing offerings. The Allianceblock Decentralized Exchange aims to go a step further and improve on some of the existing limitations, such as impermanent loss. So this is actually going to be pretty big. It's going to be a decentralized exchange, and this is also going to be, combined with some of their other stuff. We even see here our unique proposition for the decentralized exchange also helps institutional investors access opportunities in DeFi when combined with our upcoming trustless know your customer framework. So this is going to be one step ahead of pretty much all other DEXs, and I think that this is going to be a lead player in the game, and I am very excited for this. And yeah, ultimately it's going to be awesome. And we also see Energy Web Chain is a leading layer 1 blockchain for some of the biggest players in the energy industry, making these 2 blockchains perfect for the testnet rollout of the Allianceblock decentralized exchange. So Polygon and also Energy Web Chain are going to be playing a vital role within this as well. So it's fairly big. And we also see here blockchain tech firms Allianceblock and Flare integrate technologies to expand their DeFi ecosystems. If you guys did miss this, this was fairly big as well. With increased interest from traditional finance and DeFi, Allianceblock's regulatory and compliance layer will allow traditional institutions to access opportunities in DeFi in a variety of ways, such as creating compliant tradable certificate wraps out of liquidity mining tokens, yield farming, or NFT. So this is actually a pretty big update as well, and we do see here the Flare ecosystem is being built to unlock the value inherent in the 65% of blockchains that do not have the native smart contracts by bringing, for the first time, true trustless usage of those tokens with scalable smart contracts. And of course, we do see here communities that have previously been locked out of the smart contract revolution are now actively contributing to the space. Now with this exciting partnership and the integration by Allianceblock onto Songbird, the Flare ecosystem gets to help unlock the value of traditional finance by enabling it to access decentralized finance. So this is fairly large as well. A ton of overall partnerships and upgrades still yet to happen. There's so many announcements that are probably on the horizon too for Allianceblock. I honestly think that Allianceblock is going to shock the world very, very soon. We also see here that Allianceblock and the intelligent design of DeFi 2.0, how Allianceblock is leading the charge towards DeFi 2.0 by providing solutions in the industry such as interoperability, compliance, and access to liquidity. So this is going to be pretty big as well, but this is pretty much just breaking down pretty much what we are going to be doing for DeFi and pretty much what we are going to be doing in terms of pretty much, building those partnerships and building on their optimism for the future potential of DeFi. And yeah, I mean, like I said, there's so much stuff to look forward to. We're talking about Elmos. We're talking more so about, those DeFi, pretty much technologies like the decentralized exchange, the bridges, funders, terminal, all of this stuff. It's all going to provide so much value to the DeFi space. And we already know that DeFi itself is such a massive space already. And this is just going to be so much bigger than what a lot of people think it is. I've always said that, if we're looking back on Allianceblock at $127.6 million market cap, I mean, this thing is going to skyrocket in value in the future. Now, I'm just saying, be cautious with your entry points here. I think that we could go lower, but of course, it doesn't hurt to DCA if you want to buy it. But of course, just play with caution because right now the market is very volatile. But like I said, with a lot of the assets that we see on the top 25, the top 50, whatever the case may be, Allianceblock is working closely with a lot of these. Even if we come down here to, I actually think it's up here. Yeah, Avalanche, right? Avalanche is a number 12 asset, right? With a market cap of $20.4 billion. Now, this has made some significant traction this year alone. The best part about this is that even if we look back to April of this year, Allianceblock brings DeFi product suite to Avalanche. In becoming a key player in the Avalanche ecosystem, we will help drive our common goals, bringing the DeFi industry to new heights. Like, there's so many partnerships within the Allianceblock ecosystem. We even see our Avalanche's mission of empowering people to build an open, simple, and democratic internet of finance is right in line with what we are doing at Allianceblock. Our multifaceted blockchain agnostic protocol enables banks and their clients to simply, safely, and legally trade any crypto product. This is going to be huge. I mean, I just don't understand why people are not talking more so about Allianceblock. I know on Twitter there's a lot of individuals who love Allianceblock, but on YouTube there's just not too much content on it. I get it. It doesn't get a lot of views, but views don't matter when you are giving the insights on what this is doing. Like, this is a huge partnership alone with OpenWealth API. I know that this is a small Twitter, but we need to follow them because they are doing incredible things. This is going to be a massive opportunity for Allianceblock, and I don't see this not being at a massive price evaluation. I mean, it's just crazy to me that we are trading at these prices still. But with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.